In the concept, falsely accused was used and misled, bitch. I'm hoping you fucking rest in peace.
Hey you guys, it's Gucci, it's your boy SSJ Kid out, the first Black Super Saiyan in the world. Right on this planet, I got a video right here for you guys. We got Ghost Rider versus Lobo, Marvel versus DC. Another matchup, Marvel versus DC, straight from Death Battle, Screw Attack. Want to see what's up. My knowledge of Ghost Rider is limited, same as my knowledge for Lobo is limited. I know Lobo is technically, he's immortal in a way. He has a really tough healing factor. Ghost Rider has some abilities such as the penance stare. I think it didn't work on Thanos in one comic. I'm not sure. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this reaction. Hope you enjoy. We're going to discuss it as we go, but let's get into it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Let's get it.
Whether it be justice, vengeance, or the thrill of the kill, bounty hunting isn't for the faint of heart.
Especially when your usual targets are superheroes.
The Ghost Rider, Marvel's relentless spirit of vengeance.
And Lobo, the space-hogging main man of DC Comics. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
They both ride
it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win
a death battle.
Even at a young age, Johnny Blaze lived life on the edge. Son to the accomplished cyclist Barton Blaze, he was sadly witness to his father's death in a stunt gone wrong.
But he got adopted by another stuntman, Crash Simpson. It's no surprise that Johnny became a stunt performer himself until Crash's wife died in a stunt gone wrong.
Only now apparently aware that motorcycles can be dangerous, Johnny swore to never perform again.
And then Crash got cancer. Damn, even I don't have parent issues this bad.
Completely devastated, Johnny refused to let Crash die. Willing to risk it all, he turned to the one person who could fix everything.
Everyone's favorite problem solver, Satan.
Hail Satan!
This was Mephistopheles, one of the many lords of hell who happened to have a special interest in Johnny's family line. To save Crash's life, he cut a deal with the devil, curing the cancer at the cost of selling his soul. The deal succeeded, and Crash was healed, but then he died in, well, a stunt gone wrong.
I mean, he's a stuntman whose name is Crash. Should have seen it coming. And after all that, Johnny got stuck with being Mephisto's bitch for eternity.
Mephisto even sandwiched him together with a demonic spirit of vengeance named Zarathos.
Zarathos. Ask your doctor if it's right for you, or your exorcist.
Long ago, Zarathos was a powerful demon who threatened Mephisto's realm. Eventually, Mephisto defeated him, forcing him into eternal servitude.
And with their power combined, Johnny and Zarathos roamed the world, punishing the wicked as the embodiment of a death metal album cover, the Ghost Rider. Oh god, that's terrifying!
Well, sure, his visage instills fear unto many.
What? No, Ghost Rider looks awesome!
Out of those two Ghost Rider movies, even though they weren't good at all, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, Ghost Rider looked a lot more menacing to me. He looked a lot more menacing. I like the fact that the skull was a bit darker than usual. Like in the first Ghost Rider, his skull was glistening white. Didn't have any cracks or nothing on it, from what I remember. But it was cool. It was cool.
I'm talking about Nick Cage.
Agreed. Anyway, as the Ghost Rider, he became one of the universe's greatest threats. He has superhuman strength and speed, and his skeletal body can regenerate from practically any amount of damage.
And if Blaze's last name wasn't obvious enough, he can shoot fire! Oh, but not just any fire.
Hellfire.
Hellfire. The best kind of fire.
The kind that's infused with magic that burns not just your flesh, but bypasses conventional defenses to attack your very soul. He can throw fireballs, raise walls of flame, rain fire from the sky, and even conjure weapons and objects out of thin air, such as a demonic shotgun and an infinite stream of chains.
And his badass ride, the Hell Cycle. This baby can look however Johnny wants, but he usually summons it as a panhead chopper. It can respond to Johnny's thoughts, scale walls, and even outrace Thor's hammer Mjolnir.
The same hammer that crossed a galaxy and back in a single minute.
You know, I lit my chopper on fire once.
I didn't know you had a motorcycle.
Well, yeah, up until the fire.
Oh.
Right Rest in peace, Roadhog. At least you went out in a blaze of glory, like Bon Jovi said.
But while his
Yeah, that's a good
hellfire
feat
and
if
chains
you're
are vicious
outracing
weapons in their
Mjolnir.
own right, they're often used to ensnare the Ghost Rider's victims as he goes in for a truly diabolical kill. Or should I say,
The
a penance.
stare.
The penance stare is basically Hell's timeout corner of pain. Ghost Rider isn't angry, he's just disappointed, and he wants you to think about what you've done, and it to hurt. A lot.
Under the penance stare, the Ghost Rider forces you to relive all the pain and misery you've inflicted on others throughout your entire life. No indiscretion, no matter how minor, is safe from the Ghost Rider's gaze.
So that time I put ground laxatives in my 4th grade math teacher's coffee and gave her the shits. Does that mean the stare would give my soul the shits too?
Not literally, but you would experience the anger, humiliation, and the butt cramps.
Oh, I remember that from
basically
White
eternal
Chicks, bro.
damnation. Got it.
But should your sins be so numerous and terrible, the penance stare could even obliterate your soul, leaving you an empty husk.
The stare doesn't work on everybody, though. You might survive if you're blind, don't have a soul, draw power from pain, or if you're a weirdo like Thanos who
You might survive if you blind. Fuck.
gets off on that shit. Still, Ghost Rider's grab bag of hell powers let him tear up some of the biggest assholes in the world. And even some of the good guys like Hulk, Thor, and Doctor Strange.
He's quick enough to dodge bullets or even outright catch them in his teeth.
Blow up a
He's powerful
mountaintop,
enough to create
outsped
massive
Mjolnir,
eruptions,
dodging
blow up
enchantress,
mountains,
sniper
and even
bullet,
tear down a
battling
skyscraper.
with
The
Hulk,
average skyscraper weighs over
Gas
200,000
Hellfire,
tons. That's the
Mephisto,
same
Doctor
weight as
Strange, and Hulk.
1,100 blue whales.
He got some feet.
Or one ex-wife.
He beat up Hulk.
I'm gonna write that on her next alimony check.
And given his hellish heritage, he's rather difficult to kill.
Bullets, poison, fire, he survived it all. Even a beatdown from World War Hulk just got him even more pissed and extra flamey.
Not just that. Remember Zarathos? Johnny Blaze isn't simply a host for the demon, but a limiter for his full power. Throughout his life as the Rider, Johnny has constantly battled Zarathos in the mind, barely holding on to some semblance of sanity. Should his will to resist the demon falter, Zarathos can take full control, and all hell breaks loose. Not literally, but pretty close.
Oh, and plot twist, Zarathos was never actually a demon at all, but an angel of justice. Fire skull head and everything. When he's unleashed, he becomes so powerful, even Doctor Strange wets his robes. And this is the guy who pops supernovas like Pez.
While Zarathos was bonded to another host, they even managed to defeat Mephisto in his own realm. For reference, Mephisto once battled Galactus, Devourer of Worlds. Stars detonated, galaxies trembled, and the entire universe was at risk, simply as a byproduct of their battle.
And if Zarathos wasn't terrifying enough, he likes to eat souls.
Of course, the Ghost Rider isn't invincible. Johnny is technically vulnerable as an ordinary human being. Even while transformed, the Rider can be killed via holy weaponry.
But Johnny's doing alright,
holy
sitting
weapon.
pretty on Mephisto's throne. I guess things work.
So he can only be killed by holy weaponry. That's what they said. Holy weaponry. I mean, gotta be blessed. Okay. So you can beat him up, but you can't kill him. In death battle, you need to kill him. Does Lobo have holy... I mean, they could be saying something wrong, but he said holy weaponry. So unless Lobo got a cross, I don't know. But I'm not downplaying Lobo. Lobo is also tight.
Sound okay for him, even if he's not too keen on being the devil's bounty hunter.
So let this be a warning. Should you ever hear the rumble of a motorcycle in the distance and the glow, it's because the Ghost Rider is coming. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Sorry, all out of mercy.
Lobo.
Let's turn the clocks back to a distant era of sin
Amazing.
and debauchery.
The 1990s.
Inspired by the financial success of Watchmen and The Dark Knight Returns, comic writers started churning out grim and gritty superheroes by the dozen, like Cable, Azrael, and Overkill.
Yeah, they were badass looking at first, but I mean, what's even happening here?
It got so absurd that someone needed to knock these roided out monstrosities down a peg.
The world needed a hero. No, a parody.
Enter the planet Zarnia, once the brightest beacon of peace and happiness in the universe, until its inhabitants were annihilated by a biological catastrophe, leaving only one survivor, the last son of Zarnia, Lobo.
The one that killed all the rest of them. A guy whose name
Bounty
literally
Hunter,
translates in
Basket,
Zardian to "He who devours your
Archbishop of the
entrails
First
and
Celestial
thoroughly
Church of
enjoys
Triple
it."
Fish God.
What? Awesome!
Likes dolphins.
Why wasn't I named that?
Lobo is so unimaginably evil that his birth caused the midwife who delivered him to go insane. The first Zarnian to do so in 10,000 years.
Some even think that Zardia was so perfect and good, the universe made Lobo to balance things out. Hey, didn't you say the same thing about me when we first met, Liz?
That I did. Simply put, Lobo was unique and desired to be even more so. Thus, he ensured he was the only Zarnian alive in the universe.
I fragged the rest of the planet for my high school science project. Gave myself an A.
Yeah, he's definitely insanely awesome!
Lobo left the desecrated corpse of his former home to become a bounty hunter, probably because it's the only profession that legally allows him to murder.
Don't worry, he'll murder you illegally too. Lobo doesn't discriminate. He even has a special gender-neutral insult in the name of my next motorcycle, Bastich.
My bird! Bragging bastard.
Anyway, Lobo's bagged some pretty crazy bounties across the universe, including Santa Claus, two near-omnipotent dwarf gods, and even things that don't exist, apparently.
And Lobo's Zarnian physiology is just as absurd to match. He possesses godlike strength, speed, and invulnerability, so much so that he can tear through hordes of superheroes like nothing. Should he somehow suffer damage, he also has an impressive healing factor.
He's like if Superman and Deadpool had a baby, which is a lot more terrifying when I say it out loud.
Did somebody say Deadpool?
Oh, go away! There. He's gone. Whoa.
Wow. And
Look, I got a thing against gag characters, same like One Punch Man and shit. Look, gag characters should not be in no death battle matchups or nothing. The reason being, these motherfuckers, they're too OP, they're so absurd. Deadpool will always win. He can literally write himself the win. He breaks the fourth wall. He knows he's in a comic book story. Let's be honest. Deadpool's the strongest Marvel character ever. He has the power of the fourth wall, which is total bullshit, bro. He can just write the story in his favor. Oh, Thanos is about to kill me? Thanos is gone from existence. I mean, I never seen Lobo break the fourth wall, but let's be honest, he's a gag character. He looks tight, but Lobo's a gag character. He don't break the fourth wall, but they can have him do it if they wanted to.
think you had it in you.
Oh, honey, that's not true. Haven't you heard? No one's ever really gone. See you later.
I swear to God I'll kill him someday.
So,
He will actually kill you.
You had the replacement plan on that TV,
You're
right?
right. Out of
Back on
existence.
topic, Lobo can regenerate from a single drop of blood, and each one he sheds will actually grow into a completely new Lobo. No, I'm not making that up.
No wonder there wasn't any war on Zardia. Nobody can kill these friggin' Bestitches.
It helps that he's also a super genius who knows well over 17,000 languages. He can perform complex physics equations in his head quickly enough to catch the Flash, and can build planet-destroying weaponry out of garbage.
His brain is no joke. He can resist mind control because he's too ornery, and he's got so much willpower he can literally walk through Green Lantern constructs. You know, those things powered by willpower.
And befitting his occupation, Lobo is a master sharpshooter, tracker, and can, by his own admission, deduce the weak point in any opponent.
Like how my shotgun leg jams if booze gets in it.
I would have gone with your crippling alcoholism, but sure, that too.
Wow.
Lobo may be a powerhouse on his own, but he also comes equipped with guns,
Mhm.
knives,
You,
swords,
killing,
grenades,
chain
and a
hook,
bomb that he
firearms,
sent back in
face
time,
off.
which accidentally killed the dinosaurs. Whoops.
His favorite is his enormous hooked chain. But when his job takes him across the universe, he hops on his Space Hog, a customized Spaz Frag 666, which has automatic machine guns, responds to his whistle, can fly fast enough to escape black holes, and blasts "Born to be Wild." Wait. How can he sing in the vacuum of space?
Oh, that's where you're drawing the line? Not the time he, say, pulled the alien entity Solaris out of the sky, which is as heavy as a star, despite lacking leverage.
I like how he even...
Man, this sounds like that shit when... That crazy shit when Hulk pulled a planet together and when Superman sneezed. Fuck. Oh, man. Comics power scaling is too much, bro. It's too much. It is too much. I'm telling you. Comic books and the power scaling. How can you have debates when these characters do these crazy feats? They all can damn near stalemate each other. The freak Hulk can pull a planet back together. That's OP. People call Superman OP and too powerful. The freak, look at this guy. He can heal himself from a single drop of blood. At least you can kill Superman. This dude, a single drop of blood. You need a fuck. Oh, man. Look, you guys, I do not dislike DC. I don't. I'm just saying. I'm not a big fan of characters like Lobo, Deadpool, you know, Squirrel Girl, gag characters, you know, just gag characters. I mean, he looks tight. He got a tight power set. But let's be honest about Lobo. I'm not sure if in Rebirth and stuff, if they have tried to take his character more serious. But, you know, even in like the Justice League animated when Lobo showed up, he was kind of a jokey joke character. He was basically Deadpool when he showed up in the Justice League animated show when Superman disappeared for a while.
Admits that didn't make any sense.
Using a small to medium-sized star like our own sun as a reference, Solaris should weigh nearly 2 octillion tons, over 300,000 times heavier than Earth.
So, pretty tough to bench press. But how about the time he was fighting some rabbits and then he got so face-meltingly angry that he just straight up ate a city, all at once? Disclaimer, don't eat away your feelings. It's not healthy. Drink them away instead.
Don't do that. But that is trillions of tons of steel and rubble condensed into a sphere smaller than the palm of his hand. By my calculations, that compressed ball should be over 20 times denser than a neutron star.
Oh God, imagine that coming out!
This unimaginable strength lets him brawl with the likes of Superman. But that's barely scratching the surface.
Name anybody in DC Comics and it's likely Lobo's kicked their ass. He can even punch ghosts! Sounds like the only thing that can kill this guy is an act of God.
Not even that. After rampaging through heaven and hell, tearing through armies of angels, demons, and what have you, Lobo's bloodlust on a literally biblical scale got him banned from the afterlife. As in, death was told that Lobo's soul was not to be collected.
So...
Hellboy lost. I mean, not Hellboy. Ghost Rider, he lost. You can't banish him to hell. And Ghost Rider lost. Ghost Rider lost, period, bro. Look at this dude's feats. He's fighting angels, demons, Superman. Ghost Rider already lost. This is literally... The Ghost Rider's done, bro. He's done. He's done. Well... I'm already choosing Lobo to be the winner of this match. This dude is OP. The only thing that can kill him is literally the writer. Nobody else in the universe can kill him. Probably, I think only Dr. Manhattan can wipe him away from existence. Like, make it to where you never exist. Dr. Manhattan's probably the only one who can do that to him. This dude's OP. Lobo might just body Thanos. Let's be honest, Lobo will body Thanos. This dude OP. Shouts out Lobo, the main man.
Oh, he just can't die now?
Not in the traditional sense. He's had his head disintegrated, been reduced to a skeleton, even been turned into a spirit that just kept on fighting until he got his body back.
The only thing that has ever really held the big lug back is his weirdly consistent integrity.
Wiped out the dinosaurs.
He'll always keep his word, no matter what. Seems pretty weird for a cosmic madman, but he also loves dolphins and will literally go to hell and back to protect them, so who even knows anymore?
He's not without his failures, though. His greatest of which was perhaps something entirely out of his control. His reboot.
What the hell is that scrawny, emo, Edward Cullen-ass looking dork?
That's New 52 Lobo, a serious, tortured, modern interpretation. Everything that Lobo was meant to be a parody of.
Thankfully, someone at DC developed a sense of irony and literally shelved this loser.
The real Lobo returned better than ever and got back to doing what he does best.
Kicking ass across the universe. He's not just some two-bit alien villain. He's the main man, and the whole universe knows it.
See, someone's paid me a heap of cash for your carcass, and the main man always delivers.
That voice actor, bro, he was tight. I will say this for Lobo, about the point that just came about his reboot. Look, New 52 did some changes, like, you know, put Cyborg on a Justice League and shit, you know, and they tried to do it in a DCU film, so like, get this nigga off the team and send Cyborg with the Titans. What the hell are you trying to make him a Justice League member? Don't really care about Cyborg. But when New 52 dropped and I saw his new look, I was like, what is this? This dude looks all small and handsome and beautiful looking. Dang, what they do to you? You're supposed to be rough and shit with long hair. Probably changed his design again in Rebirth, you know, when Rebirth came out, but they most likely changed his design back to the old school Lobo look. But let's get into his death battle. Like I say, Lobo wins. This dude is banished from heaven and hell. He is literally OP. He's a gag character that cannot be defeated. He's basically One Punch Man. The only thing that can defeat them is the writers. The only one that can really defeat them is the writers. Any character within the worlds that these guys are in, they can't beat. Nobody can kill them. Lobo's gonna win. Let's go.
What the frag?
What the frig frag? All that hell.
Lobo of Zarnia, your sins are innumerable. I am here to...
He wrecked him, bro.
Freedom's gaze my bounty. I'm gonna skull frack ya. You one ugly freak. Look into my eyes. Your soul will burn.
Doesn't apply to him, he's banned. Huh?
Bottoms up.
Okay.
It's done. About time. Not yet, scuzzball.
He pulled down the building like it was some freaking what's those things? You know how an accordion stretches? It literally, oh freak.
You will all die
Damn it.
screaming. Eat this, you bastards. Holy fraggaroli. I definitely ain't picking up that bounty now. Lobo of Zarnia, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul. KO!
Huh?
Damn, that was toasty. Wonder what Ghost Lobo tastes like.
Being so absurdly powerful, Lobo definitely held a massive physical advantage against the Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that was obvious. Skullhead took down a skyscraper while Lobo dragged around a frickin' sun. But Ghost Rider survived some pretty incredible things. Almost as incredible as these new shirts from store.roosterteeth.com. Ah!
Time and place, Boomstick.
Come on, we gotta eat.
Even World War Hulk couldn't finish him off, and Lobo didn't typically carry any holy weapons, which meant he really did not have a good way of killing the Ghost Rider.
Yeah, but who needs holy weapons when you're strong enough to crush a whole city? Couldn't he just overpower Johnny?
A good question. However, do you recall how powerful Zarathos was? Zarathos was an equal threat to Mephisto, whose battles tore apart the universe. Once the Ghost Rider released his true power, Lobo's physical advantages hardly mattered anymore.
But hey, the main man was super smart and probably could have figured out Johnny's weaknesses. But how is he gonna escape to find a holy weapon somewhere when the Hell Cycle outraced Mjolnir?
Which once crossed the Milky Way and back in under a minute, a feat more than 100 billion times faster than light. More than capable of keeping up with the Space Hog.
They were both as unkillable as you can get. But since Lobo was banned from the afterlife, how could he ever lose?
This is where the fine print matters. Death was banned from reaping Lobo's soul, but that doesn't mean the soul itself could not be destroyed. This is where our research surprised us the most. It turns out the Ghost Rider had 3 different methods of specifically targeting Lobo's soul.
His Hellfire could hurt the soul directly, and since it ignores normal defenses, Lobo couldn't really stop it.
With trillions of murders on Lobo's hands, the penance stare could wield extraordinary power against him. And while Lobo had a high pain tolerance, he did not enjoy fatalistic agony and unending torture so much that he'd survive all of that at once.
Even if he did, Zarathos could just gobble up his soul for a quick snack. The end. Easy as that.
Lobo was undeniably a difficult opponent to take on. But the Ghost Rider's cosmic might, unholy invulnerability, and soul-rending powers gave him the perfect tools to take out the main man.
That poor bastard didn't stand a ghost of a chance. Sorry, I know that was a low blow.
The winner is Ghost Rider. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want the battle music...
Alright, okay, I'm just saying, if this is the case, they said in this video, Lobo can heal from a drop of blood. How this battle should have played out is both of them shouldn't be dead because they can't kill each other. If he can heal from a drop of blood, a small drop of blood, can't kill him. Unless you were to, I don't know, watch out the blood or something, but can't kill him if he can literally grow back from a drop of blood. I guess the banned from heaven and hell rule... Look, if you're banned from heaven and hell, your soul can't even go into there. You're banned. Nothing. If you're banned from there, you're basically stuck in the living. You're banned. So, I'll look. Okay, look. Hey, like I say, I don't read too much of Lobo, but they said you're banned from heaven and hell. If you're banned from heaven and hell, like realistically, if you're banned from heaven and hell, you're stuck in the living world. You can't go to either or. You're stuck there. I mean, you're going to be immortal and live forever. Look, I don't care who won at this point, but I'm just saying, both of them shouldn't have died in this battle if freaking Lobo can heal from a drop of blood. I mean, that's OP. That's OP. That is OP. If you can revive yourself, nobody shouldn't be able to really kill you unless you're like Dr. Manhattan. I can wipe you from existence. Like, I can legit wipe you from existence without barely trying. Like, I wipe you, your history. I wipe everything. I destroy all the matter within you. All the atoms, everything. But, I'm not mad at it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a Ghost Rider or a Lobo fan like that. They both look cool, but I'm not fans of them. But they both look tight. Let's see what people in the comments say. I don't know who could be pissed off or not, but let's look at the comment section. But I'm not finna sit here and be all like, oh, I'm choosing siding with Marvel or DC. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying I'm okay with the end goal, but I'm just like, you're banned from heaven and hell, meaning your soul cannot go into either of those places, meaning your soul is only going to be trapped within the living. your soul is obsolete, can't go anywhere into the afterlife, be it heaven or hell. So you're stuck in the living world like forever until heaven and hell allows you to come into those realms. Then that means, okay, now when you die, your soul can go to either or depending on how you lived your life. I mean, he fought angels and demons. I mean, DC and Marvel's, their angels and demons work differently, but you fought angels and demons. You should have weapons that can kill Ghost Rider either way. Like, come on, you killed angels. You probably had to use holy weapons to kill angels. Like angels and demons. What the freak? It's weird, but it's whatever. But I'll accept it. I ain't tripping off it, but this just weird. But that's just the thing with comics. Sometimes they contradict, they're inconsistent. And Death Battle uses all the freaking comics, even if the comics were wiped from canon, they'll still use it and throw it into the Death Battle. But shouts out to Death Battle. They did a good job here. They did a good job here. Animation was on point. Research, meh. I mean, I can't really say I know more because I don't, but working with the information they had, it was I kind of questioned it. But I'm going to go in this video, get out the first Black Super Saiyan, the world right on Spanko, so that peace, love, positivity, and all that jazz. Don't do drugs. Deuces. Oh, one more thing. Anime review for Fuka coming tomorrow. Be prepared for that. Anime review for Fuka coming tomorrow. One video going up today, this video. But go spread peace, love, positivity all the time.